First off, assume you did not see this 300. Let us work on this 0.1 mole per dm cube. 0.1 mole per dm cube of sodium thiocarbonate 4. Okay, now if you see this, it basically means that 0.1 mole is present in 1000 cm cube of solution. 1 dm cube is 1000. So 0.1 mole is present in 1000 cm cube of solution. Under normal condition, 1 mole of this salt will dissolve completely in 1000 cm cube of solution. And then the molar mass of sodium thiocarbonate is, sodium is 23 times 2 plus 12 plus 16 times 3 should give us 106 grams per mole. That's it. So now that we know the molar mass of this salt, and then we have 0.1 dissolved in 1000. So don't forget we have a calculation formula that says number of moles equals to reacting mass. Don't forget that. We want to know the mass of 0.1 in 1000 cm. Since 1 mole is 106, then 0.1 will be what? Then since number of moles is 0.1 equals to x over 106. If you cross multiply this, it should give you 10.6 grams. Now that we find out that 0.1 mole per dm cube, that means that we have this salt. It's just like you have this. Let's say this can contain 1000 cm cube of solution. You have only dissolved 10.6 grams inside of that solution. Inside of 1000 cm cube, you have only taken 10.6 grams. Now that we know this, if you have a solution and then it is 10.6 grams, now you now remove 300 cm cube from it. Just see it as you dissolve salt in water, and then you now take some part of the salt. The salt that you dissolve in water is 10.6 grams. You now mix it up continuously, and then you now take some part of it. You know that out of the whole mass inside of that container, you'll be removing some part of it. So when you are taking some part of it, let us say some part of it that you take is 300 cm cube of the whole 1000. All right, we dissolve 10.6 grams in 1000 cm cube. So what is the mass? What is the mass that will be present in 300 cm cube? If you do all of this calculation, this will be 10.6 times 300 equals to 1000 x. If you do all of this calculation, 1000 divided by 1000, then x will be equals to 3.18 grams. All right, you dissolve 10.6 grams in 1000 cm cube. You now remove 300. That is what is stated, present in 300 cm cube of this particular solution. The solution is containing 10.6 grams of the salt. You now decide to remove 300 cm cube. So whenever you are seeing it like that, start interpreting it like that. This is the solution, but you just take 300 cm cube out of it. This is the mass that you have there. So the question says calculate the mass of anhydrous sodium carbonate present in 300 cm cube. What is the mass that is in 300 cm cube if the concentration of that solution is this? That is exactly what we are doing, and that is how you should be thinking about it. Take those 300 cm cube out of 1000 of your solution. You are taking some part of the particles of that salt out of that solution, not everything. So the mass that will be present in 300 will be 3.18. In 600 will be double of this one. In 900 will be triple. And then by the time you reach 1000, the mass will come back to 10.6.